Hey guys, I got an update for you on Poison Rolling Slam. I've managed to squeeze out 30% more damage just by changing the tree a little bit and swapping out a rune. So I'll show you the damage and then I'll show you what I did. So we just come in, all we need is just Rage, put our gas grenade poisons down, Infernal Cry, and you'll one-shot the boss. Yeah, I felt like Poison Rolling Slam had more potential, and there was some plus poison combos that I didn't try yet, and yeah, it significantly improved the damage. So there you go. So what did I do on the tree? So first, I picked up faster acting toxins and these faster ailment nodes. So previously, these were on my weapon swap 1 for gas grenade because they just give you like 26% more damage. The way these deal damage faster ailment nodes work is all it does is just increase the ailment DPS, but it doesn't increase its total damage. So in certain scenarios, these nodes are more damage nodes. So one is if you have a persistent poison. So the duration doesn't matter because it's infinite as long as they're in the poison gas cloud. So this is just like 26% more damage. The next scenario is if you're constantly reapplying poisons. So you want to squeeze as much poison damage into as short a time as possible. The next scenario, which I haven't thought about until now, is because shock amplifies our damage a lot and it has a duration. Currently, or before, the shock duration was shorter than the poison duration, so there's a portion of the poison duration that wasn't getting the damage scaling from the shock. So what I did with this is I basically just shrunk the poison duration to fit the shock duration, so we squeeze out more damage. This gives me like, I think it's like 7% more damage. And to be honest, to get these nodes was more of just a tree, a weapon swap, pathing optimization, because I had room to take points out. Yeah, I've also changed some points to make mapping a bit better, and overall I've increased the damage while mapping. So yeah, so that was like a really good optimization. Now with the plus poisons, we're still keeping escalating toxins, we need it. And then we still have the 1 plus poison on the tree, but what I did was I added 1 Talisman of Fraldana. If you add 2, it'll butcher your damage. Because you have to strike a balance between the reduced poison duration and the amount of poisons we got. And because most of our poison damage is coming from the second slam, we don't want to butcher this poison's duration too much. So yeah, but the 3 poisons got the best balance of damage with escalating toxins and improved our damage by like probably 20, probably like 15%, I'd say. So, which I'd say is a significant improvement. And then what I did was I re-optimized this part of the tree. So the main reason we come over here is for blood magic. These presence area nodes can be supplemented with these ones, plus we pick up a damage node. And if you can get presence area on your jewels if you want. But to be honest, because we're right up in their face with Rolling Slam, it's fine. And the presence area isn't that noticeable for gas grenade. With all these repathing, we get a bunch of points left over, so I just repathed it into these 2 hand nodes for more damage. And then I needed some stats. But if you don't have a problem with stats, obviously you could just go into more damage. Sweet, so that's everything. Also to note, I think Rolling Slam, when you crit, it applies to all the hits. So at first I didn't know why sometimes it would just hit like a freaking truck and do so much damage. And now I know why. So yeah, you're going to see the damage on this and it's insane. So the crit seems to apply to all the hits. This means Nebulock would work with Rolling Slam and it'll apply to both slams. I originally didn't think this wouldn't work, which is why I was confused why every now and again I'll just do this massive amount of damage. But yeah, I think the reason the damage can sometimes be really high is because it sometimes crit. So there you go. Potential Nebulock synergy there. Cool, so that's literally it. Everything else is the same as before. I'll link my previous video. I'll update the tree and put the POB in. But yeah. There you go. So I'd say Rolling Slam, especially now, is the second best bossing skill because it's just so easy to use. And there's no stipulations or anything. Okay, cool. Alright, catch you guys later.